Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So a bunch of you guys have been harassing me for this recipe for so long, so I'm finally bringing it to you. It is my foolproof tofu scramble recipe. So this I perfected and I have it so often, almost, maybe like 3 times a week because it's so simple and it's filling. And before I was vegan, I actually used to have egg white omelets like almost every day for breakfast. So this is the perfect alternative for a bunch of you guys who may eat eggs. So if you guys are interested, let's get started. Alright guys, the first thing you're going to need is some extra firm tofu, and I only like to use organic. I just have always, and it's just better that way. And I'm using some red and green peppers. These are frozen, but you can use them fresh. I'm using some minced onions, and I love onions, so there is quite a bit here. And I'm also going to use some greens. I usually put kale in mine, but I had spinach today. And lastly, we're going to add some mushrooms because I absolutely love mushrooms as well. Alright, first you're going to prepare your tofu. I already have some out of a container, but you pretty much just cut it open on the side, peel it open, and then take half, because that's about of a portion that you need. And so I have mine in my container right here, so I leave it in water. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the water, and we're going to start draining it because we don't want this too liquidy. So you're just going to drain it however you like. I would do this over the sink, but demonstration purposes I did it like this. And make sure you are pretty gentle with it so you don't wreck it at all. And we're going to put it in a bowl. So I'm going to put it on medium to high heat, and I'm going to start with my onions, and I'm going to start sauteing them a little bit. Then my peppers, and then my mushrooms. And I'm going to saute that together until they're nice and soft. Alright, now we're going to prepare our tofu. So pretty much the trick here is to crumble it between your hands. You kind of want it to get like the consistency of like feta cheese. You want big chunks and smaller chunks and whatever. So it is going to get a little bit messy, but don't worry guys. You can get a paper towel and wipe off your hands. So I'm just going to saute it just a little bit and flatten it down on my skillet so it'll get brown on each side. Now I'm going to add my greens after a couple minutes, this way that they don't just get a little too overcooked. Now for our seasonings, we're going to use some turmeric. This is going to be the thing that's going to make it turn yellow, but also give it some nice flavorings. Some Sriracha because it's delicious. Sriracha is life. And then we're going to use some paprika also for some color and some nice spice in there. And we're going to use some black pepper. I do like a lot of black pepper, but you can put as much or as little as you want. And the secret ingredient, which is teriyaki sauce. And this gives it so much flavor, and you don't even have to add extra salt to your tofu scramble if you add it as well. So now I'm going to add my turmeric, and I'm probably using about maybe like a teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons on there. Then my paprika, which is about the same amount, a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. And then my Sriracha, and you can put as much or as little as you want of Sriracha, but I just love it in there. Our black pepper, and then lastly the teriyaki sauce. So I'm using about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, a little less, and this is going to make it really nice and saucy and delicious. So now I'm just going to incorporate everything together, marinate all of those flavors, and you're going to start to see that really change color and really get nice and delicious. And now that we're done, we're going to go ahead and plate it up. And guys, I absolutely love this dish. I like having it with some toast or a bagel, whatever you want, and I hope you guys give it a try. Thanks for tuning in guys. If you enjoyed, hit that big ol' thumbs up. But also guys, you can follow me on Instagram because I do post most of my recipes as well as what I eat on there. And I will do more recipe videos in the future, don't worry guys. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!